good morning to all of you. It's really great to be here today to welcome you to this workshop about modernization of the National Spatial Reference System and the transition to the new reference frames. Around the same time last year, I remember opening the Geospatial Summit and talking about the critical need for our partners to prepare with us for these new datums. At that presentation, I noted that modernizing the National Spatial Reference System is going to be an incredibly huge undertaking, and it's going to culminate in the replacement of the current datums, NAD 83 and NAD 88, with the new geometric and geopotential reference frames by 2022. A key message of that presentation is still relevant here. Continued engagement and close coordination with the private sector is absolutely essential to a successful transition of these new datums. So I sincerely appreciate everyone's time and effort to be here today. Clearly this means that this is a very important conversation for you as well. I'm really glad that you're all here. Your engagement is even more essential today. The proverbial clock is ticking as we prepare to transition to the new datums in less than 4 years. With that in mind, I'm happy to be here to kick off this workshop and to thank you in advance for the feedback and input that you'll be providing as we seek to help best manage this transition. You in the private sector know better than anyone the stakes of updating the National Spatial Reference System, since you create the value-added products and perform the geodetic services that the public relies on. The conversations happening here will ensure that these products and services continue to be provided without interruption or distortion. Clearly, we know the stakes are incredibly high for getting this modernization done on time, correctly, efficiently, with as much stakeholder engagement as possible. Since the National Spatial Reference System provides a coordinate system across the entire country, it has to be accurate, reliable, and most importantly, it has to be accessible. If it's working properly and we enable you in industry to provide the most accurate positioning information possible to the public, we can provide billions of dollars in direct and indirect economic benefits for geospatial and georeferenced activities across the entire country. Our acting administrator, Admiral Tim Gallaudet, knows this well. He's referred to the National Spatial Reference System as oxygen. It's something vital to your everyday activities, but you only tend to notice it if it's gone or if it's degraded. The National Geodetic Survey, a lot of that team is here today, they maintain the supply of oxygen for the nation and keep it flowing, and has prioritized modernizing the National Spatial Reference System within its 10-year plan. This plan will leverage new technology like the Global Navigation Satellite System, or GNSS, to make accurate positioning available to more and more constituents. With this technology, the new reference frames will rely primarily on GPS, as well as an updated and time-tracked geolink model. This is a revolutionary paradigm shift, moving us from passive control of our benchmarks to active control. The end result will be not only an easier and more cost-effective way to maintain the National Spatial Reference System, but it will improve the accuracy of the common foundational reference frames used by all fields of geospatial data or applications. Put simply, the public now wants, deserves, and expects precise geospatial data 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There isn't any other way to deliver that kind of on-demand precision for the entire nation. To get there, our stakeholders have told us that this collaboration between NGS and the industry is the key to successfully modernizing the National Spatial Reference System and ensuring minimal disruption in geospatial services and products. The National Geodetic Survey has the tools to help this transition to the new datums, but we're looking for your feedback on a range of topics. Things like time-dependent coordinates, transformation parameters, update cycles, change of data parameters, reference ethics, and transformational tools, just to name a few. We need your feedback on these topics because by 2022, end users will want to access and work with the modernized National Spatial Reference System via the commercially available software packages that you provide. Your products are going to be what they see and interpret as a national spatial reference system. So to wrap up this quick set of comments here, I hope these comments will help set the stage for productive exchange between our technical experts of the National Geodetic Survey and you, the industry counterparts. I'm going to finish by noting that this is not the end of our formal interactions with industry, but the beginning of a collaborative effort to continually engage with the private sector. We really do appreciate the time and effort for you to join us. Receiving your feedback and understanding your requirements are incredibly important to us. Thank you again for giving me the chance to kick this off and talk to you briefly today, and best of luck in your workshop over the next couple of days.